So how about that VAT U-turn from the Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana? That's what we're unpacking today in today's video. So grab your Fed Cook and a cold one because we're going to unpack all of this chaos from the credit grabbing, snake-tongued shenanigans of South African politicians. So let's rewind to March 2025. Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana dropped that bombshell of a 0.5% VAT increase in 2025 and another 0.5% in 2026. The nation goes feral. Prices for everything from biltong to airtime is about to climb. And South Africans, we were not happy. The backlash was louder than vuvuzelas at a Bafana Bafana match. Fast forward to April. Enoch pulls the ultimate plot twist. No VAT hike. They're keeping it at 15%. Cue the confetti, right? Well, wrong. There is now a 75 million rand hole in the budget. This means somebody is going to be getting shortchanged, and political parties are out there single-handedly claiming that they saved the day, and each one slithering around with more spin than a Cape Town DJ. And even the ANC are out there puffing out their chests, claiming that they are the heroes that stopped evil Enoch. Spoiler alert, their tongues are forkier than a puff adder. Let's start with the courtroom crusaders, the Democratic Alliance. The ever feisty Helen Zieler is strutting around like she wrote the book on national budgets. They claim that it was their court case that landed the deadly blow that knocked Enoch off his high horse. They argued that the VAT hike process was dodgier than a minibus taxi's roadworthy certificate. Their lawyers were ready to throw down, but on the 23rd of April, Enoch came waving the white flag, offering an out-of-court settlement. But let's keep it real. Remember, at one point, the DA was all for the VAT increase in exchange to repeal certain laws. Snake tongue move? Oh, absolutely. They're playing chess while pretending it's a street fight, acting all noble, but cutting side deals faster than you can say coalition tension. The Gucci revolutionaries, the economic freedom fighters, with Julius leading the charge, they joined the DA's court case and demanding Enoch's resignation. They say that the budget was a pure betrayal and that they fought for the people. They hopped on the legal bandwagon. They are now milking this victory like they stormed Treasury themselves. Snake tongue alert. The street fighting showboaters, the MK. The MK is claiming that they are the real MVPs in this game because they took to the streets. They threatened a national shutdown if the tax hike went through. They're out there saying nobody else marched. We made Enoch blink. But let's not get it wrong. Those protests were more of a photo op than anything effective. They are acting like they led a million-man march. Well, really, it was a few hundred supporters with a megaphone vibe. Snake tongue vibes? Big time. They are hyping their ground game. Meanwhile, it was the DA and the EFF that did the heavy lifting with their court case. Then it's the ANC. The we meant to do that brigade. The ANC. Enoch's home team. Pulling the smoothest snake tongue move of all. After initially backing the VAT hike, they're now spinning it around like it's what they planned all along. Fakila is out there saying that we rejected the VAT hike. If everybody rejected the VAT hike, who was the bright spark that actually came up with the idea? So Fakila is there saying we rejected the VAT hike. It was a parliamentary process, not the DA's court case. And they're busy painting themselves like the cool-headed mediators in the GNU. But let's call it a spade a spade. They only flipped after the DA, EFF, and the MK turned up the heat. And they were the last to submit their no VAT memo to the finance minister. Snake tongue level, Oscar worthy. They are rewriting history faster than a matric student is cramming for their final exams. Then we have the smaller parties, the quiet opportunists. Let's not sleep on smaller parties like Action SA, Build One SA, and the IFP. They didn't make much noise in the media, but plenty to say on social media. But they were there in the background engaging with the ANC to try and find alternatives. However, but they did vote for the tax hike. It's like they don't know that no means no. Their snake tongue game was subtle. They're busy yelling about the credit. They're all out there trying to take credit for this victory. Well, now that the VAT hike is cancelled, Enoch is staring at a 75 million rand hole in the budget. What is he going to do? Most likely sweating in his suit. He's talking about expenditure adjustments in the budget. Why wasn't that the first option in the first place? He's talking about expenditure adjustments. Translation, Expect budget cuts that will hit harder than a hangover after the Durban July. My bet he's going to skimp on infrastructure. I mean, who needs smooth roads? We're all used to the potholes anyway. The rand has been flat like my granny's roti, calm and stable the whole week, gaining some ground from the dollar. Investors are probably relieved that the GNU is still intact after this saga, but they're side-eyeing the coalition as drama for sure. But here's some advice from a financial advisor on what Enoch should be doing this weekend. Long weekend. One, he's got to be willing to cut those VIP joy rides from the politicians. Ministers are there flying first class with their whole entourage, booking suites like they're starring in a Hollywood blockbuster. Block those seats. Keep those seats for the corporates who are paying for it. Fly SAF Air economy like the rest of us. And they can stay in a decent Airbnb when the time comes. They'll live. We'll save enough to fix a few clinics at least. And a pro tip, make them carpool in a Toyota Corolla. Humility is free, comrades. Second thing, slash the tender monsters. Tenders in South Africa are like being invited to a braai where only the connected get the boerewors. Billions disappear into shady contracts. Everything from overpriced PPEs to 500,000 Rand websites that don't even work on the day of launch. Thirdly, trim that bureaucratic bloat. The public sector has more consultants than a reality show has contestants. The taxpayer is paying for people to write memos about memos, while teachers are begging for chalk. Streamline the workforce. Keep our teachers, our nurses, our doctors, our police force. Ship the paper pushers out. I mean, ask Elon, he's doing wonders. Cap those ministerial salaries. If they want to live like kings, they can start a side hustle like the rest of us. So here's the snake tongue takeaway from this week's antics from South African politicians. This VAT U-turn was a masterclass in political posturing. The DA waving court papers, the EFF screaming revolution, the MK claiming the streets, and Action SA claiming X, and the ANC pretending this was our plan all along. It's like watching a bunch of hyenas fight over a carcass, each one swearing that they made the kill. The truth is, it was a team effort. Court cases, protests, and backroom deals that pushed Enoch's back against the wall. Don't let their snake-tongued antics fool you. All playing for votes, not for you. South Africans, we dodged a bullet with this VAT hike, but budget cuts are coming. Keep your eyes on Enoch and his treasury squad. They got a history of sneaking in surprises. And to the politicians claiming credit, please take a chill pill. You're not the Avengers. You're just doing your jobs. And barely doing your jobs at that. So what's the dumbest thing you've ever heard a politician spend on? Drop it in the comments, hit the like button, be sure to share this video as well. Subscribe for my no filters take on Mzansi politicians. Until next time, keep your wallets tight. Braai fires are hot because they've just announced load shedding. Keep your side-eyed sharper than a butcher's knife.